Today we're going to tie a DNA style clouser. Now, I know we've done a ton of different clouser patterns, and you can make these, a number of different ways. I know Barrett has one where he made one completely with craft fur. In this case, we are replacing lead eyes with bead chain just for the sake of shooting heads in your rod, and just applying some DNA to make it a little bit longer and just add a little bit more flash. So I guess here we go. Now the reason I do tie with the bead chain, as I was saying, just saves your rods. If you're casting with lead eyes almost exclusively, chances are eventually you're gonna nick your rod. So secure your bead chain eyes, leaving a little bit of room up front to allow for you to kind of finish off the bug. A series of figure eights, then just kind of cinch it all down.
What size hook is that, Nate?
This is a size 4. I tend to use between 2s and 4s. For rockfish and for, I guess smaller ling cod as well, they just inhale these bugs. Being that it's kind of this wispy, material. I've never had, the hooks can look a little small, but, time and again, every time we catch a fish, for the most part, they have the entire bug in their mouth. And if you're going to be using like the 2 and 3 odds, which a lot of guys I know like to use, you're going to be on the bottom, hanging up nonstop. This fly tends to ride hook point up, and being that it is, a smaller hook, the fish just inhales it, and you really have no real hooking issues. We got the extra select craft fur here. Go ahead and just take a chunk. If you can size it up and kind of have a look, you can get an idea. What you really want is not too much. You want this fly to be kind of sparse. So, a good indicator is, if you can kind of take a clump, put it up on the top, and it looks like you got a pretty good minnow profile, good tail there. You don't want it too big, as I was saying. With the craft fur, like a lot of other hair material, when you cut it, what I like to do is make sure that you kind of feather out the end, and you'll actually see all those little, I don't know, it's almost like a guard hair or would be in a deer hair patch. You need to flake those out, because when you finish this off, these can be a nightmare if you don't get rid of them. So just kind of dust those off. See how that's coming out. Two loose wraps. Then you want to pull it and then cinch that down. Okay? Over the top. Just kind of grab it. And I'm going to wrap this all the way back to the point of the hook. So you end up wrapping above, and now you're just going to want to trim the excess. This is where having a rotary vise kind of helps. Alright. Now we're going to turn the fly over. I like to put a little bit of glow in there. Just gives them a little extra. In fact, in all these synthetic materials, they tend to reflect the glow very well. It's just Flashaboo for the most part. But pink's a good color, chartreuse. Obviously, we're going to be making like a whitish pink type bug today. And just kind of lay it over one side. just like that. Couple wraps. Up. Fold it over the other side, right? Couple wraps. And you do want to leave it kind of long in the back, but you know, if it's a little too long, you can kind of come in and clip them out. Like I said, this stuff just, it's going to light up the whole fly. You know, for the most part, I'm fishing between 25 and 50 feet of water. So a little extra glow in there can go a long way. Alright, now, this is where we're going to add in our DNA. I really like this stuff. It tends to hold together well, you know, with multiple fish, with fishing saltwater, shooting heads. This stuff lasts a long time when you tie it in right. And it really gives a very fishy profile to the fly. So pinch off, again, you know, kind of size it up for the desired effect, keeping that you're going to want to have a sparser bug. So, you know, just kind of hold it up there. See what you're looking for. Looks about right. So, just kind of drape it over. Fold it down in there. Alright, once you get it to about the length you want it, you want to leave some sticking out the head, and we're gonna fold that back and kind of get the minnow profile going. Couple wraps. Now, what I like to do here, which is different, I guess that's kind of why we're showing you. You know, Clouser's an old bug, but there's just a couple new twists to this one. I cut it at a taper, right, going up. And what we're trying to do here, you can see how that kind of tapers up, is give it just a little bit of a minnow type profile. You just fold that back. Okay. Sure all your hairs are in order. Cinch that down. And then we're going to finish off with a pretty good amount of wraps. We want to build that head up and okay. Trim a little, if you got any hairs in there that you want to get rid of. Everybody's got their own idea of a done fly. And that's really it. I mean, that's the whole deal. And where I like to apply the glue, kind of give you an idea. And, you know, soft Tex is great, but Dave's Flex Hand's great. You could even put epoxy on this if you wanted to tie with mono especially. Put a little glue in between the eyes. Okay, just like right there. Kind of helps to secure those eyes in place. And then along that back, that thread back. You don't have to get too crazy with the glue. And just around the head. You know? Put another ½ inch in there for fun. And that's it. Now you're ready to go catch every rockfish in the sea. Or a striper or whatever.